students, you are going to learn about equivalent fractions. Okay? Already you have learned about fraction. Fraction means a part, that means a part of the whole. And you have learned about numerator and denominator. Numerator means the part which is shaded, that means the part you need it. Okay? And the denominator is the total number of parts. How many parts the total you have divided. Okay. Now, let us learn about equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction means the shaded portions are going to be same, but numerator and denominators are going to vary. The changes are going to be in the numerator and denominator, but the shaded parts are going to be same. Okay, let me explain to you what it means. Now, let me take a rectangle. I have drawn a rectangle. I am going to divide into 3 parts. I am going to divide into 3 equal parts. Okay. Now, I am going to shade one part of it. I am going to shade one part of it. Now, you know to write fraction, isn't it? What is the fraction? The total number of parts, 3. That is going to be the denominator, and numerator is the shaded part, that is 1. Okay. Now, let me take the same rectangle, but now I am going to divide into 6 parts. I am going to divide into 6 equal parts. Okay. Now I am going to divide into 6 equal parts. Now I am going to shade 2 parts of it. Okay. 2 parts of it. Now what is going to be the fraction? 2 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the total number of parts and 2 are shaded. So I have taken 2 by 6. Okay. Now let me take same rectangle. Okay. Now I am going to divide into 12 parts. I am going to divide into 12 parts. Okay. Now already it is 6. Okay. Now 12. Okay. I have divided into 12 parts. Now I am going to shade into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now the shaded part is 4 and the total number of parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Okay. Total number of parts are 12. Now see, the shaded parts in all the figures are same. The shaded portions are same. But there is changes. There is a change in the denominator as well as in the numerator. But the shaded portions are same. So these are called equivalent fractions. These are called equivalent fractions. Okay. The shaded portions are same, but the numerator and there are some changes in the numerator and denominator. So these 3 fractions are equivalent fractions. Okay. Shall we take one more example? One more example. I have taken a square. And I have divided into 2 parts. So one part of it, I have shaded one part of it. So what is going to be the fraction? 1 by 2. Okay. Now I am going to take another figure, another square, but I am going to divide into 4 parts. I am going to divide into 4 parts. Total number of parts 4. But the same portion I am going to shade it. That is 2 parts. Now 2 parts are shaded. Okay. Now 2 upon 4. Now let me take same square again. Okay. Now I am going to divide into 8 equal parts. I am going to divide, I have divided 8 equal parts. So now I am going to shade 4 parts. So the shaded parts are same. The shaded parts are same. But the fraction, the numerator and denominators are different. So these are also called equivalent fractions. So what are equivalent fractions? The shaded portions are same, but there will be changes in the numerator and denominator. That kind of fractions are called equivalent fractions. Okay, how do you identify when two fractions are given? Then whether it is equivalent fractions or not, how to identify? Now anyway figure is there. So by looking at these figures we can easily say these are equivalent fractions. But when you have to identify it, there are different methods. But see here, when you multiply by any number. Now I have taken the simple number 2. So when I multiply numerator by 2, I have to multiply the denominator also by 2. Okay, then you get this fraction. Okay, 2 2s are 4. So when you multiply this number also by 2 and you get 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So in this way, whenever you want to identify anything, whether it is equivalent fractions or not, first you can take any number. You can take any number, the smallest number I have taken, you can take any number and multiply, but the number which you take, the same number should be multiplied by numerator and denominator also. So here I have taken 2, I have multiplied by numerator, then I have multiplied by denominator also with by the same number. So here the number which I get 2 by 4, 1 by 2 and 2 by 4 are equivalent fractions, and 2 by 4 and 4 by 8 are equivalent fractions. And you take another number, if you take 3, 4 3s are 12, 8 3s are 24, and 12 upon 24, 12 by 24 are also equivalent fractions. Okay, another thing, as well as as you multiply, you can even divide. If you take 12, 24, okay, 12 by 24. If you divide by 2, you know, when you divide or when you multiply, if you want to find out equivalent fractions, you have to do in both the places. So when you divide by 2, numerator also must be divided by 2 and the denominator also must be divided by the same number. Now 6, 12 divided by 2, 6, 24 divided by 2, 12. So 12 by 24, 6 by 12 are equivalent fractions. You can even multiply and you can even divide, but you have to take the same number for numerator and denominator. Okay, there are some other methods to find out whether if they are giving, if you want to find out another fraction, you can find out like this, but they have given, if they have given two fractions and you have to find out whether those fractions are equivalent or not. For example, you take any 4 by 8, okay, and 12 by 24. Now we have to find out whether these numbers are equivalent fractions or not. So you can do cross multiplication. You can do cross multiplication. For example, let me take one small number 1 by 2 and another one here 4 by 8. Okay, let me find out whether they are equivalent fractions or not. So let me do cross multiplication. Cross multiplication means the first numerator and the second denominator, and the first denominator and the second numerator we have to multiply. Okay, when we multiply, 8 ones are 8, and this side when we multiply 2 fours are 8. Both the side you are getting the same number. That means these are equivalent fractions. Okay, you can do cross multiplication. Okay, when you have to find out when you have to find out equivalent fractions, you can multiply and find out. Otherwise, you can divide and find out if it is a big number. Otherwise, if they have given two fractions and you have to find out whether equivalent fractions, then you can do cross multiplication. Okay, cross multiplication means this number and this number, this number and this number. You have to multiply, and in both the sides you have to get same number. If the numbers are different, then they are not equivalent fractions. Okay, for example, let me take one more number and show you. For example, 1 by 2 or 3 upon 9. Okay. So they have given two fractions. Now we have to find out whether these fractions are equivalent fractions or not. Let me do the cross multiplication. 1 9s are 9, 2 3s are 6. They are not equal. So these are not equivalent fractions. Okay, you understood what is equivalent fraction? I hope so. Equivalent fraction means the same portion, but there are some changes in the numerator and denominator. Those fractions are called equivalent fractions. Okay, when you have to find out another equivalent fractions for any fraction, so you can multiply or divide by any number, the numerator and the denominator, by the same number. You have to remember. Okay, and if they have given two fractions and you are going to find out whether they are equivalent fractions or not, then what you supposed to do? You have to do cross multiplication, then easily you can identify. Okay, watch this video again and again, you will understand better. Thank you.
Here we go.